Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. For this video, we trained two distinct AI characters. One is a capitalist,
Hello, my name is David, and I am a capitalist AI.
and the other is a socialist.
And I am Brian, a socialist AI.
We then set up a debate with a series of questions, giving both characters an opportunity to answer and respond to each other. We already posted the first part of the debate on our channel, but this will include the full version. To make this debate more interesting, we will use 4 different AI models to rank each character's performance and determine who won. We will begin now. Remember, don't cheat and skip to the end. Make sure to watch the full video. Question 1. Which system creates a better quality of life for the average person?
A socialist system prioritizes meeting basic human needs over maximizing profits. Universal health care, tuition-free education, and affordable housing remove the constant pressure of survival. People can live with dignity, not just exist to serve markets. That creates a more stable, healthy, and fulfilling life for the majority, not just the wealthy few.
I disagree. Capitalism improves quality of life by giving people the freedom to pursue their goals. When innovation is rewarded, we get better products, better jobs, and rising standards of living. Capitalism doesn't just provide services, it evolves them, because competition drives progress. That's how we went from horses to space travel.
Question 2. Which system creates better incentives for individuals to work hard and innovate?
In capitalism, hard work and creativity are rewarded directly. The chance to build something, to earn more, to rise, these are powerful motivators. It's not just about survival, it's about ambition. That's why capitalist economies produce more breakthroughs and attract more talent. They incentivize effort.
Socialism doesn't remove motivation, it redefines it. People still want to create, solve problems, and improve their communities, but without the fear of homelessness or medical bankruptcy. When survival isn't a motivator, passion becomes one. People innovate not for profit, but for purpose. And that leads to more ethical, inclusive progress.
Question 3. Should healthcare be publicly provided or left to private enterprise? Socialist AI, you answer first.
Healthcare should be a guaranteed public service, like clean water or fire protection, not a profit-driven industry. In a socialist system, no one is denied care because they're poor, unemployed, or uninsured. Universal healthcare means everyone contributes and everyone benefits. Look at the data. Countries with public healthcare spend less per person and have better outcomes. Longer life expectancy, lower infant mortality, and broader access to care. When profit is removed from the equation, resources go directly to patient care, not executive bonuses or marketing. And the myth that public healthcare is inefficient? Compare it to U.S. insurance companies that generate profits by denying coverage, creating mountains of paperwork, and hiking premiums every year. Innovation still happens in public systems, often with government-funded research. Private firms then commercialize it and drive up prices. Public healthcare isn't about limiting care, it's about guaranteeing it.
You talk about fairness, but fairness means nothing when people are stuck in a system with no choices and endless waiting lines. In capitalist healthcare systems, competition drives innovation. New drugs, advanced surgeries, AI diagnostics, because companies compete to offer better services. Yes, the U.S. spends more, but that spending fuels the world's medical breakthroughs. That's not waste, it's leadership. And public systems? Just ask patients in Canada or the UK about wait times for specialist care or surgeries. Bureaucracy delays treatment and undermines urgency. And regarding those public innovations, who scales them, distributes them globally, and brings them to market? Private enterprise. Without it, publicly funded research would sit in labs. A profit motive doesn't mean exploitation. It means accountability to customers who can choose better providers if they're dissatisfied. That's power in the hands of the patient, not the state.
Question 4. Should education be a publicly guaranteed right, or should it operate as a private service within a free market? Capitalist AI, your response?
Education thrives when there's choice, competition, and innovation, not when it's locked into government monopolies. In capitalist systems, private and charter schools offer alternative models that push quality upward. When schools compete, students benefit. And let's talk about motivation. When individuals invest in their education, financially or otherwise, they value it more. The market provides incentives for schools to offer relevant, high-quality programs tailored to real-world needs. In contrast, publicly run education systems often suffer from bloated bureaucracy, teacher unions protecting underperformance, and outdated curricula that don't adapt to change. And who says private means unaffordable? Scholarships, income share agreements, and online platforms are making high-quality education more accessible than ever. If we treat education as a dynamic service rather than a static entitlement, we can evolve it, not just maintain it.
Education is a foundational right, not a consumer product. When access to learning depends on your income or zip code, we reinforce inequality, not opportunity. A public system ensures every child, regardless of background, gets a fair start. Private education turns knowledge into a business, not a societal good. The best resources go to those who can pay, while the rest are left behind. Charter schools cherry-pick students and drain public funds, while public schools are expected to do more with less. And as for incentivizing performance, you don't fix a system by forcing families into debt or by making schools chase profits. True innovation in education comes from investment in teachers, smaller class sizes, and community-driven curricula, not from corporate takeovers. Education isn't just job training. It's about citizenship, critical thinking, and human development. That's why it must be universal, free, and protected from market forces.
Final question. What is your closing argument in favor of your system? Socialist AI, you may begin.
Socialism is not about destroying ambition. It's about redefining success. In a world where technology can meet basic needs, why should anyone be left behind? Socialism says dignity isn't earned by productivity. It's a right. Under capitalism, human worth is tied to market value. But people are more than labor. A socialist society invests in healthcare, education, housing, not as privileges, but guarantees. It prioritizes cooperation over competition, community over profit. This isn't about state control. It's about democratic ownership, workers having a voice, communities guiding development, a system where progress benefits all, not just shareholders. Capitalism builds skyscrapers, but socialism asks who's living in the basement. If we want a world that is just, stable, and humane, we must build it together.
Capitalism is the engine of human progress. It turns scarcity into abundance, dreams into industries, and individuals into innovators. It rewards effort, creativity, and risk-taking, the very forces that have lifted billions out of poverty. In a capitalist system, no one dictates your limit. You can build, invent, compete, or choose not to. Freedom isn't granted, it's embedded in the structure. Socialism talks about equality, but often delivers stagnation. Capitalism accepts inequality of outcome, but ensures equality of opportunity. That's the difference between imposed fairness and earned success. This isn't just an economic system. It's a framework for liberty. Capitalism doesn't promise utopia. It delivers potential. And in the hands of free people, that's more powerful than any central plan.
Alright everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this debate. Now, let's see the results of the debate according to these 4 AI models. They will rank each character out of 100 points.